Let's talk about third sign in 12 signs of astrology, which is Gemini. It comes under 60 degrees to 90 degrees of celestial longitude, and it comes under Gemini constellation. It is ruled by planet Mercury, planet of commerce and communication. Also, it shows adaptability, intelligence, and quick wit. And also so many characteristics that I will be covering in the 12 planets when I will take that 12 planets in astrology. So that will be another section. Uh, so let's come back to Gemini. It is again an air sign. The element of the Gemini is air. The north node, known as Rahu in Vedic astrology, is exalted in Gemini. The south node, which is also known as Ketu, is debilitated in Gemini, and Jupiter becomes weak in Gemini. So Jupiter planet usually stays for around 1 year, approximately 1 year in in every sign. So when it transit through Gemini, it becomes weak. So now let's talk about Gemini. Gemini is an extremely playful and communicative sign. They cannot live without communication, and they are good orators, quick-witted. They get to adapt to from one thing to another very quickly, and they are curious in every subject matter. So they hardly go in a deep or any kind of deep knowledge. They don't literally have any kind of deep knowledge on any subject, but the needed knowledge is only can be taken by the Gemini sign for the purpose of persuasion of others. So they don't normally go deep in any subject. That's why Gemini is called as Jack of all and Master of none, because that deep knowledge can only be shown by people uh, with the Aquarius sign. And Gemini is an intelligent and quick-witted sign, but they don't possess that kind of deep knowledge as as compared to Aquarius. These Gemini people are very passionate in, and curious in every matter. So there is never a boring time or any a boring moment with these people, as they are highly quite quick-witted and quite intelligent in communication. So they are very much clever in cracking jokes every now and then and communicating in a very joyous manner. So they keep that environment steady and uh, very light, even if the environment or it is depressed. So they keep it. They try to make it light and keep it steady and light and joyous by with the help of their communication. They are very good orators. So when these people speak, the whole a lot of people listen absolutely with eager, and they enjoy their speech because these people are very good orators. They know how to take words and make sentence out of them very nicely. So they are very good orators. These people can be good writers, critics in a very uh, joking way, very sarcastic way, can say. So they can be very much sarcastic in every aspect too. People with uh, good communication can be found in media or sales or marketing promotion or any other place where communication is the key uh, word or key term which is required to run the business or to uh, get on with their occupation. So these people are very intelligent in communication, as this is a sign of logic. So they cannot stand any kind of emotional things or emotional, can say, matters. So whenever something emotional or emotions comes up, they just took off or run away from there. They cannot uh, bear those emotional things, because this is a very highly logical sign, and they adapt from one thing to another thing very quickly, compared to another other signs. So these peoples are quite easily transit from one thing to another without getting any emotions in between them. So as they can transit from one thing to another, these people can be found very, uh, can say, successful in the matters. Also, these Geminis are very big liars. Geminis can lie very nicely, and no one can tell if a Gemini person is lying or telling the truth. So, because they have good communication skills, so they can lie a lot about, and no one can even tell that the person is lying or not. Also, these people are quite a mimic. Like when a Gemini person stays with other persons, other sign, other astrological sign person for a long time, so they try to mimic the other person or mirror the other person's personality into them. So if a Gemini stays long for long time with the person with Aries sign, so these Gemini will mimic the personality style of that Aries person, and he will stay and act like how that person is acting. If that same Gemini person stays with the Sagittarius person, the Gemini person will start acting like a Sagittarius person. He will adapt to his personality. So these people are quite mimic. They can mimic a lot, and they can adapt to another personality, because Mercury as such and Gemini as such, they don't have their own kind of personality. So most of the time it is seen that a Gemini sun moon sign Gemini part and another sign partner can relate that their partner with the Gemini moon sign are mimicking or adapting to the personality of that another person. So it's they don't have their own personality, so they kind of mimic another person's style. So that's it for Gemini.